Connect with Providence Mayor Brett Smiley, as we do once a month here. We're talking about the FIFA fan experience, the mural coming down, obviously, and talk a little bit about the new mall ownership. So a lot to get to. Mayor, always good to see you.
Happy to be here.
So let's talk about FIFA in general. Would you agree that it's not affordable to the average family?
The games at Foxborough, or Boston Stadium as we're supposed to call it, absolutely. I've heard tickets are like $1,000, which is why we're so excited about what we're doing here in Providence. The PVD fan zone, Jumbotron broadcasting every game, beer garden, local food vendors, local performers in between games, free and open to the public.
Okay.
And so that will be the best party in Rhode Island, the best way to experience FIFA, and if you don't buy yourself a drink, will cost you nothing.
Right. Now, a lot of people are trying to get in on this because of that affordability issue and also the commuter issue, which to me seems like it's just crazy, right? That you have to go all the way to Boston for $80 and then come back.
Or no, that's not the only way. We also have buses.
Buses that are coming in, right?
Which I think is actually a great alternative. Honestly, I've ridden the MBTA, so have you. A coach bus is a nice solution, direct from.
And how much is that?
It's going to be like $80 or $90
for one way or a round trip.
For a round trip.
I mean, it's
a lot of money, but you've also already spent $1,000 on a ticket. So that's this is like going to the Super Bowl or the Olympics. That's the sort of scale.
It is. But it's different when it's every day. You know what I'm saying? It's every day.
For sure, but it's not every day. People are going to go to one game or two games. And either way, that's FIFA. What I'm focused on is this great public celebration in Providence for Greater Rhode Island that's going to be free and open to the public. You can come and enjoy all of the excitement with international visitors and Rhode Islanders and everything in between in Providence for free. Any day there's a game playing at Station Park, which is that park in between the train station and the mall.
Okay, yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about that, but let me ask you one more question about FIFA, and that is in terms of the games and the commute. Obviously, it's expensive for the average person. So a lot of people are trying to get into the alternative, right? Central Falls is doing it. Track 15 is doing it. So tell me a little bit about some of the announcements you're going to make this week, because in order for that to happen, I'm assuming there has to be some infrastructure, road closures.
Yeah, so that park is going to get fenced off, Jumbotron, a lot of equipment goes along with that. As a result, there are going to be some road closures, both to allow for load-in, but then also to run the event. So the street that goes in front of the train station between the State House and the train station, that's going to go down to one lane. It's two lanes right now. And then the street that's called Finance Way, which goes between the park and where Water Place or Skyline was, that's going to get closed entirely to vehicular traffic. Those will be the only two major impacts to travel, but there's going to be a lot of people around, and I think that's exciting. The old Skyline has been turned into the Portuguese football experience. That's going to have Portuguese gear, retired players signing autographs and such. There's going to be all kinds of great activations taking place all around Providence, and as you point out, at our neighbors as well. And we hope people go explore Central Falls and Pawtucket and East Providence and the rest. But the central location for Rhode Island will be this fan zone.
Have you had any information that some of the bookings with local hotels are not at what we thought they could be or would be at this point?
Yes, so I think people's aspirations were astronomical. Bookings are strong, but the hotels are not yet full. What we're also seeing, however, is that bookings for Airbnbs are quite strong. And I think what we've realized is that a lot of national and international visitors are traveling in groups, and they're looking to rent a whole house, and they're coming together. So we have every indication to believe it's going to be busy and that people are in fact coming, but they're not all staying in hotels. They're staying in a variety of different places.
And stuff like that. Let's move on to the mural coming down, because that has been such a big talker now for almost a month in this community. Are you happy to see it go? And why do you think there was such a big hoo-hoo-ha-ha over that?
Yeah, listen, I was asked early on my opinion, and I thought that it should come down, and it's now come down. But to be clear, the government didn't make anybody put it up. We didn't make anybody take it down. This was a decision between the building owner and the artist.
Do you think the government should, meaning you, should have said anything anyways?
I was asked my opinion. I get asked my opinion all the time. The reality is overwhelming majority of the Providence community also felt like it shouldn't be there. We've gotten a ton of feedback, and believe me, I've gotten some disgusting comments online. They're all out of state. They're all national. This has become a nationwide cause about something much more than the tragic life lost. And I wished that we could honor her legacy and decry violence and not turn everything into a pitched political battle, which this became. So either way, it's resolved, it's done. I hope we don't have to talk about this anymore, and that we can move forward.
And last question, and then I won't talk about it anymore, and that is, do you still believe, or do you think the overwhelming feeling is that the actual artwork itself is okay, but it's the person who has been reportedly that paid it what has caused a lot of stir?
Listen,
Elon Musk.
We
Isn't art the whole thing about Providence?
Yeah, we honor lives lost in murals. There are other ways in which we honor lives regularly. This became about so much more than that because of it got adopted by a conservative or right-wing movement.
Right.
It was funded by billionaires to go intentionally put them into democratic cities to provoke the sort of outcry
So
that
the
it
artwork
received.
itself is different from what's going on behind it. I just want to make sure I'm clear with that.
It came to represent more than what it was, and has spurred a lot of really ugly language and action and protests in the city. And so I'm happy to turn the page.
Mall, speaking about turning the page, the mall has a new owner.
Yeah.
A lot of big plans, Costco, all this talk, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how much is actually real, but have you sat down with the new owner, obviously a former mayor, and have you talked to him a little bit about how to revive something that needs a big revival?
Yeah, so first of all, I think this is a great development, right? The receivership is coming to a close. There's a new owner. It includes a Rhode Islander in the mix who I know lives in this community, cares about this community, I trust will not let it fall into disrepair, and is a very successful and effective salesperson and representative. And so I have every reason to believe that Joe and his partners are going to help the mall transition and evolve to its next future state, which I think can be greater than it is today. I've certainly talked to Joe about his plans for the mall. I've met over the phone his new business partners. The transaction's not yet complete. We're getting there, and that's between the bankruptcy court and some approvals that have to happen, but I'm optimistic for the future.
Do you shop there? When was the last time you were there?
I do shop there. I go to the Apple store. I go to the movie theater, and I'm there every once in a while.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Mayor, good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
All right, Em?